We are live, and as always, rule one of Dice Club. Tell everyone about Dice Club because the more people that know about it, it'll just be great. Um, few announcements. Apparently, we're affiliate. That's a good thing that happened. Yay for everyone who made that happen, and is part of the club. You can join us on our Discord and so forth. We're always open to ideas about our games, and we're always looking for other actors and such to join us on these said games to either play or to DM even. And let's see, was there anything else? Oh, yes. The opposite of Toon is our anxiety, spooky horror game that takes place on Saturdays afternoons. Well, it's in the afternoons for us here in the U.S. If it's nighttime, if you're in the U.K. And that is on Saturdays, and that is 10 candles. It's great. So if you feel like maybe that's more your speed, join us for that. And now for the intro. And we are back, and we are missing a Teddy Toaster this week, unfortunately. Yeah, Raven isn't with us today, so I don't know. He said he wasn't feeling good. I hope you get better and can get back to it. But with me are the rest of our Toonsters here. Firstly, Alex as Mr. Hyde, and what's going on with you, Alex?
What do you mean? What's going on? It's
All the things.
it's always going on.
Never ceasing, unending.
Yeah, it's a stream. It's going better than Billy Bob Thornton on a 10-speed moon bike.
Okay, everyone, and that was Alex.
Yep.
Bruce, I mean, I know that you have things happening with you.
Yeah, so lately more streaming, basically trying to get affiliate cuz just like Dice Club, but my like consistent streaming viewers have gone up from 0 to 4 to 5, so I just got to keep going for maybe a week or two and then I'll be affiliate.
Yay.
That's cool. And also I'm getting ready to audition for the survival show Show Me the Money, which is
Ooh.
it's a Korean rap survival show. It's
That would be awesome.
it's massively popular. Basically, I don't have any Korean bars written, so what I did was I took one of the raps I originally just had and just translated like 8 out of the 13, 14 bars into Korean, and so far it's sounding pretty good.
So am I gonna have to start saying things like "fighting oppa" and all that sort of?
I don't know if you want to be weird.
I don't know. It's just the thing. I watch K dramas, and I know that's a thing.
Yeah, I just keep up with the music scene, not really with the drama scene.
And Austin, what is happening up there in the north? Is it
Oh.
cold? Is it
No, we
good up there?
finally hit spring, thank God. No, I think we're finally done. Um, for me, it's been just a lot of school, a lot of work. I had a 10-hour stage combat workshop on Sunday.
Yeah.
That went from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it was all sword and shield, and I was sore.
Yeah, y'all didn't have to do any of the falls?
Oh, I already know the falls.
Yeah, but doesn't it
Yeah.
always freaks people out? Like I can remember being at a class one time with my piano teacher, and I was like, I'll do a fall. I'll do one right here. The floor is carpeted. And she's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It like creates anxiety for people.
Well, I mean, that's a piano instructor, not
I know, but it was like, no, I know how to do this. I promise. I just
How's
like,
that
no,
related
no.
to piano?
Well, it was obviously the class was done and over with anyway. But I mean, I was a teenager, and it just seemed like a good idea at the time to freak my piano teacher out. Drama kids, anyway.
Yeah.
That's life when you're a drama kid. That's normal stuff. So our party today consists of a fire hydrant, a swordfish, and a penguin, and not a toaster. You know, not that the toaster doesn't make it any less odd. That's an odd combination in general, but we are toasterless, and I'm kind of sad about that a little bit. Just, it feels weird. We'll miss you, Raven. So, when last shenanigans happened in Toon, the RPG, y'all threw a birthday party for Seamus's ball, and things happened, and she brought her boyfriend, in his little bowl, the piranha named Floyd, and you got the impression that Floyd didn't much care for Seamus, and Seamus in turn did not care very much for Floyd. There was no love lost there. Let's see, the Moose family now lives in the back of y'all's house. And
So they live there
I
now?
think they're setting up their own little stable back there. I heard some sawing and things of that nature. I don't know how they can build things, but they are. Seamus at the end of that episode got back in the High Tide Rider and was going to go back and find Arnold the penguin, who is currently taking off his clown makeup in his room.
Seamus is going off to pick up Austin at the Clown Emporium.
You mean Arnold? Arnold
Arnold at the
Yeah.
Clown Emporium.
And Mr. Hyde was going to have a little talk with Arnold. I have no idea about what, but he was outside of Arnold the penguin's room. And I guess that is where I will pick up, because that's where the plot dictates we go. So, you're outside of Arnold the penguin's room as he's taking off his makeup.
Just
What do you do, Mr. Hyde?
Knock on the door. I have no hands, so I have to kind of.
Okay, all right,
Get
yeah,
the
you
door.
do that. You hear poo poo poo.
who is it?
It's me. Mr. Hyde.
I open the door. I trust him.
You just
I don't know. I was a little harsh on you earlier. I didn't know what to say, but if you want to dress up in all sorts of flamboyant colors and be that way, like if you want to be a peacock, an ostrich, I don't care. I think you're a good guy. When I was growing up, my father, he was a hardworking waterman. He worked 7-hour shifts. And
And then he'd shut
one time
off.
I told him I wanted to be a kitchen sink, and he never quite looked at me the same way again. But I just, want you to know, no matter how much you change, as long as you're the same guy when you look in the mirror, I think it's okay by me.
I really appreciate that. We just couldn't afford the rental, and the class was cheaper. But thank you. And that really does mean a lot to me.
Well, I mean, you did me a solid with that paint and made me rethink a couple things.
We're in this together.
I hold up a little fist, but I only have a little.
It's like a little butt, like the other side, like of where they would.
I tap it.
The hose. Okay. All right. Okay.
I understand.
Okay. So, your toaster buddy Teddy, he before we left off, he had painted a picture, and so instead of having to clean up the outside where the party was, he just decided that on the window that looked outside, he would hang a picture of the outside being cleaned. Apparently, he spent all his energy on that instead of actually maybe cleaning up the backyard, and has fallen over exhausted. Apparently, he used like his coat of arm thing and all the arm, and it just like it short-circuited him. So he's down there and he's kind of napping. You have 2 sleeping Toons now in your. You have 2 sleeping beauties now.
It's a coma. It's contagious.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't have
It's
to
like
kiss
a
them, do
soap
I?
opera, thing up in here. Yeah, people. There's going to be amnesia and all sorts happening. I feel. So now that I cut to Seamus, you are in the high. You what? Do you turn on the radio? Do you do what? You're cruising to the clown. The clown
I'm just cruising. I'm just cruising to the Clown Emporium, and I pull up in front of it. I kind of swerve a little because I'm not paying much attention to where I'm going because I know where I need to go.
Give me a driving check.
Oh, okay.
First roll of the day. It's a driving check.
Here we go. Boom.
Okay.
Drive.
You hear the little siren, and the little lights come on, and there's this cop car going behind you. What do you do, Seamus?
How far have I been driving?
Well,
Like how far have I driven?
I'll say that you're on the highway. You got out of the neighborhood,
Okay.
Yeah. You've been on the highway for about a hot minute. And
Okay.
this he was just waiting. He was kind of behind one of those billboards, and he caught you. You were you were driving funny. You're not exactly speeding, but you're driving kind of wonkily.
Oh, geez, somebody! Oh, I guess the cops are after someone. Let me just swerve on over to the middle lane. If I get in the middle lane, then maybe they'll go around me.
So you swerve into the middle lane, and the cop car follows you.
Hey, what is this guy doing? I just got out of the way for him because he was stuck behind me. Great, now I gotta go to the fast lane.
Okay. So you move over on into the fast lane. And surprise, surprise, he follows you. And he's beginning to he's getting closer. He's almost on your bumper.
Oh, geez, come on. He's supposed to accelerate into the open lane, not into the... you know what? I don't even know why why are they... I haven't done anything wrong since the summer of '09. I remember it just like yesterday.
Summer of '09? Okay. Summer of '09. That's oddly specific. All right.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Survivors.
Let me see what who the officer is gonna be, or what the officer is gonna be. Let's see.
Seamus hits the brakes, and slows down to a stop in the fast lane.
Okay. The officer is now gets on his little speaker thing, is like, could you please pull over onto the hard shoulder? Do you not know that's going to be the voice for this NPC? Probably won't be, but let me see.
Seamus attempts to like pull over to the shoulder, but he's
giving him the
car's
cold
already lost so much speed, and he doesn't feel like hitting the gas pedal, so he kind of pulls off to the shoulder. But then there's like the corner of the high tider, like the back right corner that's still like kind of jutting out into the road.
Okay, all right. So you do that, and all of a sudden you feel your vehicle shift all the way over to where that corner isn't pointing anymore, and in your rearview mirror you see this very, very, very huge pink elephant. All right, and the pink elephant, he's got his sunglasses on, his aviators, you know, because it's a bright day, I've decided, and I want an elephant that's pink to wear aviators mostly. So he just looks at you.
Hello, officer. I'm just on my way to the Cloud Emporium to pick up my friend Arnold, and he's I don't know why he's been at the Emporium so long, but there's a clown at my house now, and we need to get Arnold back.
Sir, are you aware that you were driving very, very oddly?
Well,
this voice that comes out of this huge pink elephant is not what you expected.
You know, I assumed I was just driving funny because that's kind of part of my job. I'm part of the Toon squad from the Toon University. You know, yeah, the high tide.
We all graduated from Toon University.
You know, it's my job to be funny, and I was just trying to be funny. I don't see what the problem with that is.
Look, there are rules to being funny. Not everybody can just do any and everything they want. Otherwise, our world would devolve into chaos.
What do you mean devolve into chaos? It's already pure chaos. What are you talking about, man?
It's not pure chaos.
Yeah, it is. You never know what's gonna happen. Freaking up a giant pink elephant with aviator glasses could step out of a cop car and move your own car.
Let me assure you of one thing. If you are driving oddly, or speeding, or under speeding, Officer Pinkins will be there to give
Wait, underspeed, so I have to drive exactly the speed limit? That doesn't even give me a margin of error. Do you understand? Do you understand how physics works? Do you understand how many variables there are?
His trunk is writing up to a ticket. He's like, He's just, the trunk is signing. You get the impression that this elephant, he's one of these Toons that is just, you don't understand why they are the way they are, but you get the feeling that he just is like, I'm making my quota and you're part of that quota. So,
oh boy.
Yeah. Funnily enough, when he hands you the ticket, over the I in his name, he's like drawn a little like star kind of embellishment for some reason. You don't know why. He's extremely odd. You get the feeling that if he was in his cartoon, I suppose he's the straight man. You know, that's the kind of Toon you're dealing with. And you do notice that there's a horse in the vehicle.
Oh, pardon me.
Who's just laughing his head off, and you're like, oh.
Hey Harold, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a long time. You want to grab some tacos later? We haven't done that in months.
The elephant just looks at you like, hands you your ticket, and he's like, good day. And the horse.
Good. What do you mean, good day? You got my friend Harold all locked up in your police car, and I can't even go talk to him. What is this? Come on.
He's my partner, and we flip a quarter, and I won, so I got to give the ticket.
Wait. So you're telling me within the span of a year, my friend Harold Horsey, he managed to get out of prison, enter the police academy, clear a background check, and then become a police officer? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, the department head thought it would be really funny if we were buddies.
Oh, okay, I guess
think
that
it's all
checks
that
out.
amusing, personally.
I don't know, you seem like the kind of guy that's amused by a lot of stuff. You know, you're pink, and you got aviator shades. That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Goes back to his car. He's just he is just nonplussed. He is just the most nonplussed creature. Anyway, so you are now ticketed. You don't know what will be what you have to do to go through the parameters of dealing with a ticket, because
I stick the ticket in the glove compartment, and when the glove compartment is open, you can see a lot of other tickets inside.
Oh God, okay. So you continue on to Fuzzy Larry's Clown Around Emporium, because I did write down the name because she does that stuff.
Yes.
And you pull into the parking lot, and you see pottering around in there is the hedgehog with the goggle spectacles, and what you do not see is Arnold.
Hello, Arnold. Hello, you in there? Yo, it's Seamus. I'm here to pick you up. No. Oh, okay, I guess he's in the bathroom.
Good sir, what are you looking for? The
What?
hedgehog, because he's just going to the sound of your voice, because he cannot see worth a darn, as we established last week. So he's like, can I help you?
I'm looking for a penguin. He's about this tall, this tall. He looks like this.
You're describing a penguin to a guy who couldn't see well yesterday and is the same today.
You're assuming Seamus has been to the Emporium before. He just knows of its existence.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know of any such penguin. Nobody has come in here, except for, let's see, it was a few hours ago. There was a chap in here who rented a uniform, and he was the worst clown ever, really. His smile was broken. It was quite terrifying. I've never seen such a broken soul in all my life. I hope that he hasn't made any children cry. I really do. Austin's face. It was quite terrifying, and I can hardly see, but I saw that, and it was, but maybe with improvement, I don't know.
Oh, that sounds exactly like what my uncle, Willie, would be like if he was a clown. He's not really the funniest of guys. He tries really hard to be funny, but he just can't. It's just hard for him to express himself, Everything just comes out rigid, monotone, and depressing as all get out. So, yeah, I guess my friend, I'm still looking for a penguin. His name is Arnold, and I think he's in the bathroom, and I got about... the best way, I'm pretty sure the best way for him to contact me is through the phone, but I don't really have a cell phone, so here I go into the glove compartment, I take out all the tickets, and I just hand it over to the hedgehog. I'm like, oh, here you go. This has my home address. These papers have my home address on them. If you combine all of them together, you'll be able to figure out what my home phone number is, and he'll be able to contact me. So,
okay, so you just dump this mountain of tickets onto this porcupine who can't see or hedgehog worth a darn, and he's like, "There's no one in the bathroom, really." There's no one in the why? What's all of this? What? He's just like sitting under a huge pile of papers, and he's just so like.
All right, I guess I'll see you later.
Okay. What? Wait! And you shut the door, and you
Let the door drive off.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm headed back home.
Okay. So you leave to come back as the plot dictates. Meanwhile, back in Arnold's room, y'all have had this heart to heart. You hear the high tide rider, pull in.
High tider.
Brakes, I don't know why I made the car sound like a cat dying.
The brakes are an electric guitar riff.
Yeah. And you hear the door go, psh, and you hear the many locks and so forth, and the front door open. What do y'all do?
Just waiting for him to come up.
Okay, all right. So, all right. So you're back home now, Seamus.
Okay.
After that weird excursion.
Seamus is still a bit. He's still a bit famished. He didn't really eat much. He didn't really eat much during the birthday party on account of him not really caring about the event itself or his mother's boyfriend.
Didn't care about your mother's birthday event. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't really care for it. He was kind of just like just staring off into the distance most of the time, listening to the K-drama music, not really having much of an opinion about it. And so he heads over to the kitchen. He grabs himself a serving of the drowning Smokey and takes the mystery sauce out of the cabinet and heads up to his room.
Mystery sauce? Now, when you say mystery sauce, do you mean that bottle?
That bottle of mystery stuff.
Okay. All right. So
I worked so hard on that party.
Yeah. So you hear Seamus coming up, and you see him. He's got like all of his little meal on a tray. He's got quite the little snack going on there.
You left me at the clown store. I had to walk back.
Oh, hey Arnold, how's it going? I did drop off. I did tell the owner that to give you the phone number, to give you our phone number for the house, so I could come drop by and pick you up. And man, you walked really fast.
It's been hours.
Oh,
I missed the entire party.
Wait.
So
I
you
missed
have the
the
clown
whole
outfit
party.
off. You have the makeup off and the costume off. Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, I look like normal me.
I don't know. You didn't really miss much. It was just
Oh no, I heard it was great. I heard there was a clown, and I heard that the decorations were great, and I heard that he was really funny, and he kept everyone really entertained, and I missed it.
Roll me a fast talk for your deception that you have going on here now.
It's fair. It's fair.
It is fair, isn't it?
Resist fast talk.
Oh, where's that?
Ooh. That was close.
And you're so... Roll. Okay. So you're saying these things, and Seamus, give me a perception, a see, hear, smell, real quick.
Oh.
Okay, so you don't notice the huge shoes and the red nose just kind of lying around his room. You don't notice it. You're just like, really?
Oh yeah, the clown was awesome. He made a balloon anglerfish, and it was really lifelike.
You're right. I bet it was.
Oh yeah, you want some of this drowning Smoky? It's a special recipe that my roommate in college passed down to me. Yeah, you want some? It's pretty good. And also got some mystery sauce. You want some mystery sauce?
Oh, sure. I'm famished.
All right. I go to Seamus. Sets the food down like a bit, like where he's standing, and then just waddles back down to the kitchen, grabs some utensils for them to use. Comes back up, just sits down right in the middle of the hallway in front of Arnold's door.
Okay.
Then.
And you like how are you pouring, or how are you dealing with? Do you put the sauce in like a little dipping bowl? Do you dab it on?
Just gonna unscrew the cap and then dump the whole thing on haphazardly.
Okay. All right. So when you pour the stuff, nothing seems to really happen. There's no like genie that comes out of the bottle or anything like that. It's, for all intents and purposes, it looks a little bit like a glaze, kind of.
Made of the finest mysteries.
Yeah, it is. And it doesn't really have. I guess it kind of smells, kind of refreshing, oddly enough. But yeah, y'all. It doesn't seem to be anything horrible. No little skull and crossbones comes up or anything like that once it's like poured.
I know I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna do a see, hear, smell.
Okay, you can do that.
Like... Ooh, that's a D10.
Yeah. No, it's a D12. Sorry, it's always D12.
Oh, okay, that's what I actually rolled. Then, so 1.
Well, 1, you would get it. You were thinking that this smells like, like something from the part, like something that would be in the beauty aisle at a grocery store.
You're jumping Jehoshaphat. Is that some makeup you're pouring out of that bottle?
Oh, I don't know. It just I pulled it out of my bag and it seemed like a good idea to eat it.
And you just thought whatever you pull out of the bag, that should be tasty.
Well, yeah. Have you ever eaten a baseball bat? It's pretty tasty.
Oh, you're pushing my buttons.
Ukulele that you stuck onto your nose that time, but whatever.
Good fiber.
Fiber.
I don't get you, crazy kids.
So,
Seamus digs in.
He digs in. Okay, so you're digging in, and the drowned Smokey is interesting and odd in and of itself. So whatever this is, I guess it's getting kind of lost in the bizarre taste that is the drowning Smokey. Why is this a thing? Do you have a bite, Arnold? Is it only Bruce or Seamus that's munching on this? Like, I guess Seamus hasn't.
I've crossed a lot of lines today. I'll have a bite.
Okay. All right. So you, Arnold, you have describe for me what you think. What notes of the brown Smoky are speaking to you?
Well, it has a really rustic, like texture to it. Okay, like it's tough, but like if it would have been smoked maybe a few more hours, I think it would pull apart a little bit better. And I just don't feel like there's enough sauce on here.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, we need more. Arnold, do you think we should add more sauce on this?
I think we need to.
Okay.
It's already dry.
Mr. Hyde, do you sample?
You guys are ruining it with the sauce. It's good by itself. It's like putting ketchup on steak. You just don't.
Well, if they had done the steak well, then if they had done the steak well, I would put ketchup on it for sure.
Seamus goes down.
They did not do this.
So our precious oven.
Seamus goes downstairs.
Our oven worked real hard for that.
He grabs the giant pan full of hot sauce plus eggs plus garlic plus onions plus other
concoction. Let's just put it like that. We'll just call it a concoction.
I got
I use some onions. That'll break down protein.
Brings it upstairs, plops it next to the drowned Smokey, and then drowns the drowned Smokey.
So you're not sampling anymore. You're not partaking anymore of the drowned Smokey, Mr. Hyde. Yeah.
No, it's
right.
Maybe with a little lemon spritz, but other than that, no.
So when Seamus comes back, you in the time that he's gone, you now notice that he's got a, let's see how to describe this. It is
a smorgasbord of flavor.
Well, he's got an Elvis Presley look going on. His hair. He's got like a pompadour.
Oh, baby.
He left,
the building.
Yeah, and he came back with the hair, and all of a sudden your hat, under your hat, feels kind of itchy. Arnold, you're feeling a little itchy under your hat. And when you touch your hat goes flying off, and you've now got a pompadour as well. It's just you're both sitting there.
Hey, I don't know what's going on.
And for some reason, y'all start feeling like the need to do Elvis impersonations. Apparently.
Hey, pretty mama, I'm back with the concoction. It's gonna get very wet in here. Welcome to Splash Zone. Gonna just drown this round Smokey in the concoction.
You notice Seamus's pompadour, this huge massive hair first, Hyde, and then once Arnold starts talking oddly, you then notice that they both have really obnoxious pompadours.
Rosie O'Donnell rolling down a hill. What is going on here?
So, my buddy Arnold, drowned the drowned Smokey. I hope it's to your liking because it's all wet.
Is this like a new fashion trend all of you kids are doing? Or?
So it happened in just like last few seconds.
I love the king, but it's a little bit out of nowhere.
So, you both of you roll me just a straight smarts check. Yeah, just a smarts check.
Boo.
You mean
That was us.
How can I click and drag that?
Cat. Well, I didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
Ugh, so close.
So close. Okay, so
I wasn't supposed to roll for that.
Huh?
I wasn't supposed to roll for that one.
Yeah, both of you. I wanted both of you to do it.
Right, but since it only goes up to 6, what should we roll?
It's a D12.
Oh, still D12? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stacked against us.
Yeah, just a straight smart check. So are you rolling, or is that the roll you're going with?
No, I'm just saying that's really stacked against us. Like,
Yeah.
it goes all the way up to 12, and the max we can ever have is 6.
No, the max you can ever have is 9.
But you said it was straight smarts, and that's
the straight smarts checks. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. It's hard. It is hard to get those when it's a straight check like that. Okay, so neither one of you knows why all of a sudden you've started, truth be told, y'all don't have to do the Elvis. It's not an Elvis thing, but why y'all have hair. Y'all don't know why your hair is growing. And it's still kind of growing as we speak. Y'all got a Rapunzel situation on steroids going on here. So as they're going around and they're doing these Elvis impressions, you can almost literally see the hair growing, Mr. Hyde. And eventually they're gonna have to start doing Cousin It and parting the hair to be able to see. It's almost getting to that point.
And I can clearly see this. I don't have to do like a perception.
No, you can clearly see that hair is growing so fast.
Seamus just takes a knife and lops off part of the drowned Smokey after it's been soaked in the concoction for a minute or so, and puts it in the original plate and kind of pushes it towards Arnold. Like, here you go.
More. Okay.
It's moist now.
I try and like fit my hat back on.
You can't get your hat back on. Your hair will not allow you to do so. I mean, you didn't really have hair before, so it's really, really weird because you're a penguin. So
I had my little
like eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I've lost my appetite.
I don't know. Maybe you would have maybe you would have more of an appetite. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to grow that hair. I don't know.
Do I like this hair better, or do I like the wig better?
What do you mean? Do you like the clown wig or
the wig?
I don't know which is worse.
You like the wig?
I think that for Arnold, if he's at a point where he has to ask that in his life, drastic changes must be made. That's just
this is the problem for Enter Me later.
So, you now like Seamus, your hair now is like gotten to where it's at your nose, like where you have an extremely long nose, but like you're just kind of like, well, what the, and I was thinking about maybe I don't know how long to keep y'all in the dark on this. Do I want to be cruel or not? Mr. Hyde, do you have any actually, Mr. Hyde, make me a smart check.
Okay. What is smarts under? Just okay. Have to be a 1.
Okay. No. Okay. So you're just wondering if maybe you don't put it down to the sauce or anything. You just think, well, maybe just something, maybe somewhere along the line this drowned Smokey has gone awry.
Arnold, I know, had nothing to do with it, but Seamus, he's always the troublemaker. What are you doing? You're trying to make everyone look like Johnny Bravo over here.
It's true. I mean, Seamus has
let
sunglasses.
me try a little of this Smokey with your chutzpah on it.
Oh, okay, here you go. I just pick up the portion that Arnold threw over his shoulder a minute ago and stick it back on the plate.
Now, what is going on here?
Okay, so you?
Yeah, I took a bite of the...
Okay, so you took a bite of it. You're chewing, and all of a sudden you feel your mustache and your eyebrows. It hits your eyes before you notice anything. Like, your eyes start getting itchy because your eyebrows are actually starting to, like, you don't really have eyelashes as such, but your eyes are like what, like when you have an eyelash in your eye, you're just like, and as y'all are watching him eat this, y'all are seeing his eyebrows and his mustache, just start taking over his face, much like your hair on your heads is starting to do, y'all.
It's official. This situation is getting pretty hairy.
Woo! There's
nothing pretty about it.
So, I mean, Seamus, are you're not concerned about your hair starting to go past your nose?
Seamus once went through this phase during Comedy High, so he's not concerned about it. He's just kind of staring through the windows of his hair.
Okay.
As he once did years ago.
Okay. So at this point in seeing, and now that you've had a chance, Arnold, to watch Mr. Hyde's facial hair just sort of spring to life, you might have some pause for concern, maybe? I don't know. What does...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, much concern. 1, how? 2, why? 3, what can I do to stop this? What happened when he tried to, like... I'm going to try. I need to cut it. I need to cut it right now.
Okay. All right. So, you have your little desk in your room, and it has, various things, and I'll say it has a pair of scissors in there.
My fabric scissors.
Those are good scissors.
These are all... they're not supposed to be used on other things.
Yes, you have to have paper scissors, you have to have fabric scissors,
It's a desperate time.
Yeah.
It's a desperate time.
It is.
I chop it off, like, straight, flat top across.
Okay, so you go... And
yeah.
and for a moment you think, right. And it just like grows back to the length it was. You get the impression that you might need to see someone who deals with hair as a profession.
Yes, I don't know the term for that job profession.
That a beautician or a barber or an esthetician. People who do makeovers and stuff.
Or you can just go to the Harry Potter.
Yes. Yeah, or a magician maybe. or a witch. There are a lot of options here. But you realize that this probably is not in your wheelhouse of expertise per se.
Oh no, I picked up on that already. It's just,
Hey Arnold, you gonna come finish this round smoky with us?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
Amos! Don't you have anything in your stupid little bag to get rid of all this hair?
Yeah. Let me find some. Let me find
and I shall get ready with the tables.
Acid.
All right, let's see. Abilities, a bag of many things. I attempt to pull out a portal into an interdimensional beauty salon that runs 2511 and also does preliminary makeovers free of charge.
Normally I wouldn't allow a plane shift kind of
Who
thing.
Who needs a makeover here? I need a haircut.
I'm just being very specific about the item I want to pull out.
I'm just saying, I'm on the verge of being offended.
No. Let's see what you get instead. A 6 and a 3. Okay. You get... This is actually kind of good, and I'm gonna have to put a limit on the amount of time that you get this particular thing because it is OP as hell. You get a pin, and you what do you do with it?
Get a what?
A pin.
A pin.
Like a pin.
Oh, a pen, not a pin?
No.
Okay. What color is the pen? Is it black?
In general, it's kind of a maroon. It looks maroon. The pen, it's like a ballpoint pen,
Well,
And
it kind of looks like Mr. Hyde's color, except slightly darker shade.
yes, and it's got kind of a little the tip of it looks golden, and
Okay.
the cap on it has gold. Where I forget what this part of the pin is called. It's not the cap, but the
The thing.
The thing. You know, you think, well, it's a pin, but it does seem to be a very nice looking pin.
Okay, Mr. Hyde, close your eyes.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna remove the hair with this.
Oh, all right.
Instead of removing the hair, I just keep drawing over Mr. Hyde until he's a solid shade of whatever color the pen is.
Okay.
I am.
Why are you scribbling on me?
Okay.
I thought you were getting rid of the hair.
I'm getting rid of
So
the
as
hair.
you draw these scribbles start moving.
I just
Oh, I can feel it on my body. They're all moving.
And then
What
they
is
hop
going on?
off of Mr. Hyde. These scribbles. And all of a sudden, these little scribbles, they start talking to one another like... And then they all, like, look at each other, and then they walk out the door.
Oh! This is a weird pen. I thought it was the hair removing pen. Oh, okay.
And for just for this session, you have this item. Next session, this will be gone because it's OP as hell.
Seamus draws a picture of
Your hair is at your shoulders.
Seamus draws a picture of Olga the Orca, except as a beautician.
Okay.
On Mr. Hyde's back.
Okay, so, alright. So, what happens then is this, tiny beautician, Olga the Orca, like, hops off Hyde's back, and it's like this little version of her, because, I mean, you can only, the things that get drawn still stay the same size.
It's like Doodle Bob.
Yeah. But for all intents and purposes, this little come-to-life doodle thinks that she's Olga the Orca, but as a beautician. And if you asked Olga the Orca to be a beautician, like, she knows how to do her hair and makeup, that doesn't mean that she knows how to do anyone else's. So this tiny little Olga the Orca is like, okay, I'm supposed to be on stage, right? But I really don't understand the theme for this, why I'm dressed up as a beautician, but if the director says that this is what we're gonna do, then I guess this is what we're gonna do.
Hey, Olga, yeah, we're filming, wow, you're pretty, yeah, we're filming a commercial right now, so, right now, and basically we're trying to sell these beautician beauty products, and we're gonna need you to cut the hair off of this fire hydrant and that penguin over there right now.
Roll a fast talk.
I thought that was a pretty legitimate request.
It is, but I mean, she's never seen this guy before in her life.
No!
No. She's like, where's the director? Where's my director? Director!
We're filming.
Can't you see? Can't look at my nose. I'm the director.
Shh, doesn't believe you.
I pull out a director's cap from.
Pull out a director's cap.
I pull out a director's cap.
Poor Arnold is being taken over by the hair.
I'm just gonna use my shtick, and since it's a part of me now, I'm going to just stretch it
Oh,
and pull myself into a little ball and just roll away.
director's cap.
With your hair following you, or like, are you gonna like?
I'm gonna wrap myself in the hair.
You
Just
okay.
The cocoon.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh God. You pull out instead. Let's see. 31. That. Okay, so you reach in your bag, you say to the universe, I want a director's hat, only you say it so quietly as you don't want Orca to hear you. But you feel something rather kind of rough and huge as you are pulling out and have just pulled out a rhinoceros.
See, Olga, I'm a director. I even have a rhinoceros. Don't all directors have rhinoceroses?
So at this, now, she is like, look, I don't know what has happened here. This is, you know what, I'm just gonna have a spa day. And no. I don't even like this song much anyway. I don't. It does not fit my whole aura. So bye. She's just not having any of it. So this tiny little Olga, who thinks that she is Olga. So now there's like a tiny Olga walking around in this universe because of this. She's gonna be so confused. I mean, I don't know what happens when you meet yourself in this universe. If there's repercussions for that, but yeah, she's out the door, and you've got like, it's past drow eyebrows. If this was D&D, you know how drows like they have those stupid eyebrows. You've got like, I don't know, but you've got these two, and your mustache is it's like these four
I
little.
basically got a Fu Manchu going on.
Yeah, and it's just you look really, really wise. You look kind of really, really wise in a way. But I mean, it's becoming, and now Arnold has pulled himself into a Arnold hairball, and maybe that's wise because it's starting. Seamus, it's you're tall, so your hair would have to grow a bit longer, before it incapacitates you. But you're starting to get the idea that could happen.
Okay, Seamus quickly draws on the wall. Those like straight blades that people use to cut vines in the jungle.
Yeah,
machete.
like a machete.
Yeah. He draws a life-size machete.
Okay. All right.
And then picks up the life-size machete and just starts hacking away at the hair.
Okay. All right. So you go. Hair starts flying. And it's kind of a blur as Seamus is trying to do this, and he, like Arnold, he's like, haha.
I have an idea. I have an idea of how to contain this hair.
How?
We need hairspray.
Ooh.
We need a very stiff hairspray.
Okay.
How's hairspray gonna help?
Okay. All
We need to go into CJ's room.
Okay, you're going into CJ's room.
Yeah.
All right.
They're gonna have hairspray.
Yeah, she probably does. So you go into her room and you're looking through all of them. Do a read. Do a read check.
A read check.
Yeah.
Oh,
Reading is a skill.
I see that. I'm just not excited about it.
I thought for a second that was a 1, and I was gonna be like, okay. So it's getting kind of hard for you to see through all the hair. Yeah, but you figure, well, I'll just start, surely it can't get worse, right? It can't get worse.
I didn't say that. You said that. I didn't say that.
Okay,
Those are cursed words. You said them.
Okay, all right, you're right. You are correct. So you're looking and you're just like, I can't. Why are these labels? You're just like, and it's just getting hard to see. I'm not gonna say that you did that.
Right.
You're correct.
Defend myself.
The animator will respect that. So
Okay.
you're looking, but it's just not. It's difficult. Do you call Mr. Hyde or anyone else to look at the various bottles and stuff that you're rationing through?
I'm gonna try and smell out the hairspray.
Okay. All you smell is wonderful Arnold. You're surrounded by yourself, kind of. It's just.
Oh,
My penguin musk.
You smell a lot like in general, I like to think that Arnold kind of smells a lot like just flavoring syrup for like all the snow cones. Like he smells like strawberries and so forth. I don't know.
I'll take that.
Maybe he's
You
Arnold.
know?
Or maybe it's Arnold.
But yeah. Do you call for help?
I don't know what good it's gonna do. Help!
Help! You hear from
Help!
CT's room a faint Arnold cry for help. Do you answer the Arnold call?
I don't know. Can we hear it?
Yes, I'll say you can hear it.
Did somebody call for help?
I had some hair in my mouth. Yeah, we gotta go help him.
Oh, okay.
Arnold, what's going on?
Okay, so you hop in and you see kind of in this Arnold hairball bottles that are kind of like stuck to it, and Arnold is trying to read the bottles within his little cocoon of hair. Your hair now, Seamus, is getting to where you can almost step on it as you're walking.
Hey guys, I have an idea.
Okay.
What if I grab you by the hair and then I spin you around until the hair is torn out and until the hair follicles are torn out of your head, and then there won't be any hair left to grow.
That's a great idea. Try it on yourself first.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do.
Okay.
So, Seamus just
Seamus, no, come here for a minute. Let me
wait.
blow your nose.
Okay, Seamus gets in position. He's ready to toss him. He's ready to like actually he goes out. He waddles down outside in front of the moose. In front of the moose. The moose.
Mises of the moose family.
And he just grabs himself by the bottom of his hair and just starts winding up.
You go ow 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 ow.
Ow,
It
ow!
hurts. It hurts. It's like having your hair caught in an egg beater. Y'all see from your window, you're well, it's difficult for you to see Arnold, but you commentate what is happening to Arnold, Mr. High, what is taking place.
I've been training for this my entire life.
I don't doubt this. And what happens? What happens at the end of your wind up?
The hair just comes tearing off my head in one direction, in the direction I'm winding it.
Okay, alright. So you pull all that hair out. It just, sprouts forth. Again.
What?
It does. It does. You've never encountered anything like this. This is a horrible. You get the feeling that from whatever place you pulled this particular bottle from, that it was a very insidious place. You know, that
Dracula's lair.
maybe this is some mad wizard's, you know, idea of a horrible, you know, prank. You don't know, but all you know is like, I tried pulling it out, it didn't work. I tried cutting it myself, it didn't work.
Was there anything on the bottle we poured this out of?
You could go in and look at the bottle. You can. I'll allow you to examine the bottle.
Seamus goes back upstairs and just kind of like, oh yeah, that didn't work. Oh yeah, do you want any free? You want any extra hair? I got some right here.
Oh, jeez, it didn't work. What a big surprise, Seamus.
This is not the time for sarcasm.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Y'all didn't like inspect the bottle just a little bit more. Did you?
I have a 9 in identify dangerous thing, and I didn't use it.
It didn't seem like a dangerous thing, though. It really didn't. So, but yeah, you can maybe if you identify what this thing is, you'll figure out how to cure it. Okay, so the bottle does in fact have text on it, but it is a foreign product, but it does have some English on it, you know, inherently, like how sometimes foreign products will still use, you know, English, you know, just for the title of the product, and then on the back of the label it'll be more in that native or whatever language, yeah. So, but and this is what you mainly get, is that this bottle is called Extreme Growth, and on the back of the label you do get the impression that this is something that is used in a salon, but that they would know how to do with it. But this isn't a thing that people do at home. This is not a, you know, dye your own hair sort of situation or whatever. That they're, and it does show a pair of scissors on the back of the label. And you think, well, I tried scissors. But again, it does seem like this product is something that would be used at an actual shop. Maybe they would know, but the print is in Russian. So you pulled this from a Russian Toon salon, Seamus, from your bag.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's got a little picture of scissors on there. Maybe you're supposed to like cut the bottle in half and it'll stop the hair growth.
It's on the label too. It does show hair in between the scissors, but y'all did try that.
Maybe it's because I used fabric scissors. No,
Maybe.
that couldn't be it.
Maybe.
I don't know. I like this look now. It's starting to grow on me.
You say it has like these 4 pieces of hair just sort of are now like dragging the floor, and you know,
you can't tell the difference between your eyebrows and your mustache anymore.
Well, it's getting to be where like it almost looks like two. It's like 2 on each side. They are kind of amalgamating to where it's like 1 piece.
If I catch them with my mouth, I'm like slowly eating them.
Yeah. So,
Hey guys, you think we should go to a hair salon?
That's
my God, do
probably a good
something.
idea. Yeah, I'm down with that.
yeah. Arnold, though, will have some difficulty driving. I hope that... Oh, my God. Are you going to get another ticket? I don't know.
Okay, we
We'll
don't have
see.
any tickets right now.
we'll see what happens. Okay, so y'all go down to or Arnold rolls down in his little hairball. Boing, boing, boing. Okay, so Arnold tries to get in the driver's seat, and he's like, I'm totally gonna and he's like, he can't get through the regular door. You would have to open the double back doors, like, to get him into the van. Thank God for double back doors.
I got you covered.
Rolled, but it failed.
Oh,
of course.
Okay, so
The one with all the
Seamus,
tickets.
you okay? Also, yeah, I guess he's the one that made it. So, and I'll say that as that drive check will get you there. So now that y'all are in the car, you're more conscientious of the speed limit and stuff, and perhaps I will even go so far as to say their shift has ended. They're having their donuts or whatever. So y'all make me notice, see, hear, spot to try and find a salon here.
My skill is 1, but I rolled a 2.
You still crit. 2s are a crit.
Okay.
damn.
So as you have spotted a salon, you get to name said salon. Mr. Hyde, what is the name of the barbershop or salon which you have spied?
It's Bochiqua's Beau Chatique.
What?
Bochiqua?
Bochiqua?
Beau, as in French for beautiful.
Oh, okay.
And then check, teak.
Okay. All right. So
I like it.
Very swanky.
So you can inform Seamus and
Hey, there's a hair place or something over there. Let's go there.
What's it called?
Oh, I don't know how to say that, but it's a hair boutique.
Does it start with a B?
Yeah,
what?
that one.
Oh, that one? You mean the one with the ridiculously pink sign?
Yeah,
With
that's the one.
glitter and highlighter on it?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, I'll just stop by there then. He veers off the freeway onto the next exit.
That's our brakes.
And we pull up in front of a Botiqua's Boutique. What? I don't know.
Bochetica. It's this. I'm gonna.
Botiqua's Boutique.
Yeah. So you do that and you roll Arnold out of the double back doors. You open the double back doors and Arnold rolls out. And you the three of you open the door and
roll as a dramatic entrance. We basically roll Arnold out. Into the boutique was like a red carpet, so he just kind of unwinds.
Okay, his hair unwinds. So you roll Arnold out, and his hair just sort of like a Rapunzel thing creates a carpet for y'all to walk on. All right. It has apparently been a very slow day. I'm actually gonna make another roll for this because I kind of like seeing what I get for this NPC. Let's see these silly pictures. That is a 55. What is 55? Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know if I like that very much.
The dice never lie.
Well, okay. I'll roll with it. Y'all do. So you go in there, and you look at this. What you see there is It's so weird. And she's kind of flying around the store. You're not sure how she can ever cut hair or anything. You're not sure. But there's this bat flying around, and she then notices, because there's this penguin that rolls in with his hair, you know, kind of making a carpet for y'all to walk on. And so she puffs out of being a bat, and she's this lady, and she's got like this, think Morgana from Adam's Family. And she says, "Oh la la, magnifique, how can I help you today?" You know, she's just...
You already rolled out.
Yeah, you're unrolled, and your hair is just behind you, just like a Rapunzel situation here.
Okay.
Kind of like laid out on the
How
floor.
can I help you gentlemen today? You know, she's... Oh, well, because then she realizes that wasn't fabric attached to you, that was your hair, Arnold. And then as y'all arrive, and you've got your mustache and eyebrows just, you know, extremely long, and Seamus is, well, his hair is like a cape now, you know, it's just trailing on behind him. And she says, "Oh, this is terribly gone wrong. We must rectify this." And she goes, and she gets some of these scissors, and these scissors look kind of weapon-esque. Like these scissors look like you would not want to aggravate this lady.
Battle scissors.
Because they're like demon barber type scissors. And she's like, "You really should not have done this at home. No, this is for professionals." So she starts, you know, hacking, just like Arnold's hair. But you're like, "Oh, it's working." It's just like and she's working up sweat, cutting his... She's like, you really should not do this at home. No, this is professional grade stuff. You never should do this at home. And another lady comes over and dabs her forehead like she's a surgeon. She's like working up a sweat.
While she's operating on Arnold.
Yeah, that's what it's kind of like. This is extreme. This is extreme.
Yeah, as she's operating on Arnold, Seamus just kind of like stares at the cutting implement. She's usually like, "Oh, I wonder if I have one of those."
Oh God.
And he tries to pull out another demon shear. Or whatever.
Demon shear thing.
Shears. Nope.
No. Instead, you pair out a pull. I don't even have to think about this. I don't even have to roll. You get some garden loppers. You know, you're just like, no. You just know inherently that you failed. It's just like, it's almost as if the bag is mocking you. It just is like, no. And so.
Danger.
She says, "Beverage," and somebody comes and gives her a little beverage while she's still operating and cutting. And they dab her forehead again, and she's like, "And one more, and you shall be free." And Arnold, you feel tons lighter. You are able to lift your head of your own volition now.
Thank you so much.
Why did you do this to yourself?
We
It's because he's a clown.
You don't know that. You failed that check.
Or maybe it was just a mean joke and he doesn't know what he means.
Maybe.
Dang,
Maybe.
you're a jive time turkey.
But yeah, she's waiting for like an explanation of why you did this to yourself.
We didn't know what it was. We thought it was maybe a bit of barbecue sauce.
Well, this is industrial grade stuff.
We thought it was industrial grade barbecue sauce.
It was not. It was not.
What was it?
Well, it is extreme hair growth. You do this in salon, and we cut it right when it gets to the right length.
Ah, see that must have been I misread salon for saloon where people would eat food. That was his bad.
Do you
Not
have the bottle?
Hmm?
Do you have the bottle?
The butter?
The bottle?
I don't think we brought the bottle with us.
I've never been in a battle in my life.
She smiles when you say that, and she's got these fangs. These fangs. Well, she did turn it from a bat to a lady, so you know. She's like, that is very humorous. That is very funny. Who's next?
Yeah, I guess Mr. Hyde's next.
Okay. She's like, oh, since it wasn't like your entire like head of hair, it's a little bit easier for her to lop off at the
I
at the
actually
roots.
want to keep part of my hair.
At what things do you want me to cut it?
I want to keep it at about here for the eyebrows,
Is right.
about shoulder length.
Oh, right.
Well, the what length I don't know. Agent.
Okay, so just show me on this ruler, and because yeah, she has a ruler handy. I don't know why. That's odd. And just like about this length. All right. So she's able to cut yours because it's much more isolated head of hair because it wasn't your entire head of hair. It wasn't quite the same situation as.
I just want mainly the eyebrows.
Just mainly the eyebrows. All right. So what would you like the link to be on the mustache?
About body length.
You
About body length.
do you the mustache? How long you want the mustache?
About the same length as the eyebrows.
Oh, all right. So she, she manages to the one side and then to the other. And she's like, that was a lot easier than your friend. All right. And so
Sure
then
it was.
she turns around to you, and you've got now these like garden shears you're holding. And she's like, and what do you intend to do with that?
Oh, I was trying to see if I had one of your cool black shears that you're using, and apparently all I had were these garden shears. So I don't know if I get. So I kind of just cut off like the side of that, like the part of the side.
And
of
then
the
it just
hair.
goes.
It kind of just grows back. Yeah,
Yeah.
so these don't really work, I guess, or whatever.
They would not do the job. No, they would not do the job. And what sort of like do you want me to get rid of all of it?
Oh yeah, just get rid of all of it. It's kind of I need to stay aerodynamic, for throwing season.
Oh, for throwing season. Alright. So again, she like settles it. She figures, oh, this is gonna be quite an ordeal again, because she has to like get to the root of it, and she just. Somebody comes and does a massage because it takes a while. She's like, and again, she's like, beverage, and they bring her a beverage. I mean, you're getting quite thirsty too because it's been a while. But she's the surgeon here, and yeah, so so. Do you try and make conversation with her while she's like cutting your hair, like people generally do when they get their hair cut?
Hey, have you seen an orca around here in these parts? You know, she's kind of dressed like a beautician. Very, very small.
Very, very small orca dressed like beautician.
Yeah.
Does not sound like anybody that I know.
You know, her name is Olga.
Oh, wait, you say an orca that is named Olga?
Yeah. She also kind of looks like a bunch of scribbles, but I'm not exactly. My penmanship needs work.
All of your brain power must be going into growing all this hair.
What brain power?
She thinks that you're literally being stupid by all the hair that's like growing. So she like starts cutting hair even faster because she's now concerned that you're taking brain damage from like all this hair that's being grown. So, and finally, it is done. I have won the war against your hair. And he's like, it's nearly beat me though. She's just So she goes over and starts writing on her pad, figuring out what the cost of this is going to be. And so she's like, all right. So for you, I'm going to need 1 bag. From you two, I'm going to need 2.5.
2 bag of what?
Cool.
Plasma.
Oh,
Plasma?
V.
Plasma.
Oh, I can do that. Wait just a second. I tell you, Seamus takes out the pen and just draws like 2 giant bags on the ground of the salon and writes plasma on them and then picks them up. Like, here you go. What? This is what you need, right?
That will work. And then she looks at the other 2 of you.
Plasma. I don't know what plasma is. I'm not.
That's okay. I got you guys covered. It was my fault to begin with. Draws.
think of how much money you can make from donating all of this hair
You know,
to a good cause.
Seamus draws 3 more bags of plasma.
Okay.
Except on one of them, he also draws like the radioactive symbol.
Okay. Let me make a spot notice on her. See if she notices what you have done there. Let's see. I'll put her a spot notice of. I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna just say 4. You know what? 11. She doesn't notice. That is mean. That
What do
is
you mean that's
mean.
what do you mean that's speed? I'm giving you
Bad
plasma.
blood.
It's the 4th state of matter. Is plasma in plasma form?
Okay.
So it's just so electricity is just constantly flowing through it and is convulsing in the bag.
I think you may be
Most blood is usually marked
overthinking
with
this,
the
but
biohazard
okay.
So one of the bags is just convulsing around, but it's still technically plasma, but in plasma form.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So she's like, thank you for your patronage. And
Thank
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for the cutting.
no problem.
I didn't
Return
think
if
that
you
pen
ever
was gonna
do
save
such
us.
Things again.
Right? Yeah. Sorry.
So
I blame James.
so
But he also
already said it was
saved
my
us.
fault.
yeah.
Oh yeah, anybody want this pen? I drew Olga, but you know she kind of walked off on me, so I don't really need it anymore.
I'm gonna use it for a second.
Okay.
Here you go.
You hand Arnold the pin. What are you gonna do, Arnold?
I draw a gold star on the ground,
Okay.
and then I pick it up, and I pin it to Seamus.
Yay!
Did a good job.
Okay.
You did
All
a
right.
good job.
You now
too.
I
have a
have
little
all of
gold
my plasma.
star.
You were a very nice carpet.
What?
You know, we rolled him out, and he was a very nice carpet. He did a good job.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay. You make a great carpet, I guess, Arnold. I mean, that's...
We've never bonded before. This is nice.
Oh, what if we never bonded before? We're both aquatic animals. You know, you're kind of semi-aquatic, but yeah.
Don't assume things. But this is nice. But this is nice.
Oh yeah, you want to go get some poultry later? I mean, ostrich. Yeah, you want to get some ostrich later?
Oh God.
I heard they're your mortal enemies. You know, got bullied during high school like all the other penguins. That's what happened, right?
That's leopard seals. But maybe some other time.
Okay.
So so out of all this madness, Mr. Hyde has kind of changed up his look. He's got these like really interesting kind of. He looks wiser. I mean, before he kind of looked sort of stern and grumpy. Now he seems wiser. I don't know. It's just what. Who knew? What a little elongated eyebrows and mustache could change a person so much. So y'all get back in the high tide rider.
High tider.
The high tider. Thank you.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, people make me drive checks.
He did it.
Ooh.
I did it.
I throw my eyebrows around the steering wheel so that now I can steer it by turning my head.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's exactly what those eyebrows are for.
I was wondering why you wanted them. Okay.
Just has hands now.
Kind of. Okay, so you didn't know that hair could steer, but Mr. Hyde is using his new look in a very interesting way. You don't question it. It's just a thing that's happening. So on the way home, give me some another check for spot, like a hear, see, smell sort of.
Hearsay.
Yeah, hear, see, smell.
Nope.
Oh God, one more roll the sign of the devil here. We're so close.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are let's see what happens.
Rolling down the high.
Let's see what kind of a diversion thing can I beset upon you. That is a 66. Alright. So 66. Roll on all 5 tables and consult the thing. That's annoying. How's this happen?
What?
That's insane how I rolled a re-roll situation. 43. So y'all are driving along, and Mr. Hyde, you're so happy that you have new appendages, and you kind of divert your eyes from the road. And what none of you realize is that there is now a bathtub has fallen from the sky and landed in the middle of the road. And Mr. Hyde, you are going to hit it, and I'm gonna say that this bathtub is sentient, and it's gonna try, once it's landed, to make a dodge roll to get out of your way, because this is a sentient bathtub and it does not want to get hit by the high tider. I'm gonna say that it has a dodge target of... Bathtubs are pretty stationary. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna have to crit.
It's gonna have to gallop.
Ooh.
Oh, it doesn't do it. It would have had to crit. It was so close to critting.
And I don't see the bathtub?
Nope. Y'all don't spot it. And it tried to dodge. It tried to dodge all as well. So what happens is y'all, the high tider smashes in to this bathtub, but it's still going, and there's this bathtub just sort of screaming, ah! You know,
We're all screaming, ah!
you would think, but this.
Oh, hey, I didn't know this was a 4D roller coaster.
Yeah, so there's like this bathtub screaming, ah! Like on your windshield.
So now I definitely notice.
Now you definitely notice. They're like, ah, ah. What do I do? This bathtub
Hit the brakes.
I slam on the brakes and they play awesome guitar riff.
Okay, and the bathtub goes like, it just like goes flying forward, and its little claws, because it had like claw feet, you know, this is a claw bathtub, go like digging into the pavement. By all accounts, it made no sense. It should have like destroyed the high tider because it apparently is rather heavy. Maybe it's its shtick. You don't know. But it is just like, it looks at you and says, well, that was terrifying, and waddles off on its claws. It's, yeah, that it, I don't know how y'all felt about that, but you know, he doesn't need any
head
coffee.
out the window. I was like, hey, we didn't catch your name.
He yells back, Terrence!
Terrence!
Terrence the Tub!
Yeah, the 11, the 2259X11 area.
No, but that's a really great area code!
Oh, okay.
It's just...
Oh, make sure you stop by and come play again.
I reckon if I see that vehicle, I'll know I'm at your house. Bye.
Oh, see you, Terrence.
So
Porcelain didn't crack, doesn't count. All right, let's keep going.
I think it was 2564 AC.
you're right. AC. I really should write that down. All right. So you get. You're far more attentive now to the road. You're not so fascinated with your hair anymore, Mr. Hyde. You decided that you're over it.
Daily walks.
And y'all are pretty close to home. Make me one more drive check.
Is that drive check?
Yeah. So it was your target. What's your target?
6, and he rolled a 6.
6, and he rolled a 6. Okay, so same as you get home, you drive by your neighbors, and you notice that one of your neighbors, it's the building. I wrote these buildings down. I did write them down. I just whatever happened to them. Anyway, it's the inverted pyramid. I just wanted to remember the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the inverted pyramids. It looks kind of spaceshipy, and
Really nice yard.
yeah, and it's got like this very long sidewalk, and at the end of the sidewalk is the mailbox. And you see this little creature, and he's thumbing through his mail. He's thumbing through it, and he has on this very large helmet. Right? You can't really make out his face very well, but he's got on this huge helmet, and he's looking, he's like, circular bell, circular, ooh, LL Bean, circular, and he notices your vehicle drive by, and he looks at it, and his little eyes narrow. And he slowly walks backwards. He's not turning his back on your vehicle. But he's slowly walking backwards, and he's looking at you.
Seamus sees them, puts his head outside the window, is like, "Oh, hey, Mr. Shafrani, how you doing? I see you're looking at the mail right now. You got any cool picture books this time of year? I know I like my picture books. Did you read the one with the seal and the astronaut and they went to Mars and played ball?"
I'm sorry, was his name Mr. Shafrati?
I guess you could look on the mailbox to find out his name. But before he ascends up into his little pyramid house, he says, "You will be getting a letter from the head of Homeowners Association." And he goes,
"Oh no."
Well, we always get letters from them, but I'm asking if you got the picture book in the mail. Do you not have a subscription? I have a subscription.
He's gone up. So all you heard before he goes up is he narrowed his little eyes at you, and I'm just reiterating this, and he informs you that you will be getting a letter from the Home Owners Association. And up into his house.
Hey guys, I think we're going to be getting the Neighbor of the Month reward.
And
frightened.
you, Mr. Hyde, you pull up to Mr. McSmooge's
give you brain damage.
house, and you park the obnoxiously painted high tider. I mean, it's gray, but it's. You get the feeling that maybe your neighbor thought it was tacky. You know? Maybe?
Tacky?
I painted this car myself.
I know, you and Arnold both painted the car.
Tacky.
Yeah. But he did. He looked at y'all like he was smelling something horrible. And you get the idea that it was
Seamus was just asking
the
about
vehicle. He found the vehicle offensive to his sensibilities. And that maybe he's the head of the homeowners association in this neighborhood. I don't know.
Wait, so he's all the way off by his house, just squinting at us?
No. What he did was he was looking at his mail, and then y'all noticed him first. So y'all slowed down, and y'all were driving by, and he's looking at his mail, and then he notices y'all, and he started walking backwards slowly. Then once he got underneath his pyramid house thing, he yelled at y'all, "Y'all will be getting a letter from the head of the Homeowners Association." In this very nasally little voice that, kind of comes out of this big helmet. It's some kind of alien. He has a big helmet on.
Wait, how do you know he's an alien? How do you not know he's a squirrel? He could be a squirrel with the helmet on.
He could be, but it doesn't look like a squirrel wearing a helmet.
Could be a life-size squirrel, a big squirrel.
It could be, but it didn't have a tail.
Could have had the tail tucked in the suit.
It had a very strange voice.
Could have had a voice.
It's an alien.
Could have had a voice modulated.
It lives in a weird little pyramid spaceship thing. It has to be an alien.
I don't know. Maybe it's Square Bob Patrick Pants.
It's some kind of alien. It might be an alien squirrel, but it isn't an alien nonetheless.
Okay, so I don't think Mr. Ferrari is having a very nice day. What do you think, Arnold?
I have many feelings. I'm still offended, primarily, because you know what? This is not a part of our yard. This is not. We park in a garage. They can't see it. There's no point in filing this kind of complaint. If it's an aesthetics thing, because tacky cars drive by all the time, but we're not tacky.
Such a justice warrior. Arnold is such a justice warrior.
I'm just saying he shouldn't be, trying to use the local community system, in ways that it isn't intended for, just for his petty lack of
World
taste.
domination kick.
The van looks great.
The van looks great. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I don't know what his problem is. Maybe that is something to investigate.
Hey guys, you want to break into Mr. Ferrati's house?
Are you sure his name is Mr. Ferrati?
Y'all don't know what his name is.
Are you just making that up, Seamus?
Yeah, my room is the closest to his house, and sometimes I just hear that sound coming from like the one of the corners of his pyramid.
That's probably the air conditioning.
Are you sure?
It makes sense. It probably is the air conditioning turning on.
Anyways, tomorrow we should probably go introduce ourselves to Mr. quote Ferrati.
I don't know, maybe you'll be able to look at a piece of his mail to see what his name is.
Hey, we're not allowed to take other people's mail.
You weren't taking it, you would just be looking at the name.
That's a federal offense.
You wouldn't be opening it.
Still his property.
As a DM, I totally wouldn't bust you for that.
It's just what a
Tampering
would
with
say.
mail is a federal offense.
It's just
Yeah,
okay. As an animator, I would not bust you for that.
We could just throw ourselves into his house and chill out with him or something. I don't know. He seems like a cool guy. He's got a helmet and everything.
He obviously doesn't have very good automotive taste, but look at this job. The job we did on the van is miraculous, and he's not intelligent for not noticing it.
I mean, clearly he's stuck on his avant-garde thing with his upside down pyramid floating. Doesn't even. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's blind. And
He's a hipster.
He probably was offended by the sound waves bouncing off the car in a weird shape.
That's an interesting idea. That is a very interesting idea.
We should bake him some cookies and take them to him and be better neighbors.
Why would we bake more cookies? We still have some Drowned Smokey left. We can just give that to him.
Because we ruined it.
No, it didn't ruin it. It's still tasty.
Do you want to go back to the barber?
No, he's going to the barber.
Oh.
I'm not trying to sound racist, but do aliens have hair?
You don't know.
He will now.
Well,
I guess we'll feathers. I had hair. He'll have hair too.
Okay, so so are y'all gonna try and make a little gift basket, or?
Yes.
With the Arnold says, yes.
We're gonna wrap it up and we're gonna make it sprim and spick and other S adjectives.
Put a bow.
Smoking.
Okay, so you create a gift basket. Roll me a set trap thing, because this is such a trap. We can finally call it is what it is. This is y'all are constructing a trap.
Wow, we suck.
That's my third critical fail tonight.
No, critical failures are so rough. At least I don't extremely punish you for the critical failures. Okay, so what?
Wait! What about Mr. Hyde? You gonna help out?
Yeah, you helping construct this gift basket?
Because I only have my mouth and my two little. I have eyebrow hands.
Okay, Shane, because Mr. Hyde's not helping, and it's really obviously messed it up badly, Seamus attempts to pull out an even more elaborate, obviously not a trap gift basket from his bag.
To put it in, okay. Let's once more with feeling. Why not?
Alright. Click and drag. There we go. Nope.
Well, what do you get instead? Let us see. 34. All right. You pull out a vial.
Vial.
Yeah.
Does it look
And
anything like that last bottle?
no.
Okay.
In fact, I will I'll straight up tell you this time so that y'all aren't like forever scarred that this is a bottle of dehydrated water.
Oh, okay.
Seamus still doesn't know what's in the vial, so kind of just pops open the vial, waddles over to the rhinoceros that's sleeping, and pours a drop onto its horn.
Okay. He doesn't really wake up. He's napping. He doesn't really get any ill effect or benefit from it.
Okay, let's put this in the gift basket too. It seems okay.
Okay, do y'all take off the label or do you leave the label on?
Well, I don't know. It might be a collector's item. We leave the label on.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you put the opened bottle of dehydrated water in this ill-constructed. It borders on, it's kind of ugly. It's kind of ugly basket. It's and we will find out how y'all are going to deliver this to your neighbor and what may come of giving this to your neighbor next time we meet. But yeah, I'm writing this down.
Dehydrated water.
Uh-huh.
It's great in
I don't know. Do you
emergencies.
still have that pen?
Nope. Sorry.
That
Lost
pin,
it.
since it is so OP, I'm gonna say that was just for this game. If you pull it again, if you
I
roll it
dropped it
again,
somewhere,
I'll
I'm
let you
sorry.
have it again. But that is kind of an OP item to have all the time.
What was the pin actually doing?
Hmm?
What was the pin actually doing?
It would create whatever you drew with it came to life or
Just
became
correct.
real.
Hmm.
That's why the little squiggles that he drew on you, started.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. I just wasn't sure if it was like
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh wow, this is OP.
creating evil versions of something or just I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's whatever you kind of said it to be. So he said it was Olga, as a beautician. Well, Olga isn't a beautician, but she was dressed like one. That's why she couldn't, it was still just Olga. A tiny Olga at that. It's more like a tattoo Olga that had come to life in a way. But yeah,
Real pain in my
y'all
backside.
y'all had some strange drowned smoky, which made your hair grow because what y'all put on the smoky. You got haircuts. You met. Well, you drove on the highway. You hit a bathtub. Scared the bathtub half to
That
death.
bathtub had it coming.
Met one of your neighbors. Have constructed a gift basket to give to said neighbor.
Perhaps this will be more in his tastes.
It's horrible. It is so ugly. This basket.
It's avant-garde.
It's like his pyramid,
Even
except
you don't believe that, though.
Roll a
Even
fast talk
you
for
don't.
yourself.
Oh god. My resist fast talk is better than my fast talk.
Your
I don't
resist
believe
fast
myself.
talk.
I don't believe myself.
Even
No.
you don't believe yourself.
My crippling doubt.
You cripple in doubt. Like, yeah, guys, I was just like, I mean, I immediately thought that y'all would be like, oh, obviously, this is weird crap. We need a professional. But Seamus is like, no, I'll pull one from my hat. Just keep, you know, because it was hair grower, and it was just like I didn't know what to do with it. It was just like, what do I do with this? Oh yeah, and your stylist was a vampire. You know, as you do.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
As you do.
That's dope.
So, oh yeah, and I forgot also at the beginning of the episode you went back and you talked to the little hedgehog and left him under a pile of tickets.
They technically did have the address of our house.
They do. I don't think they have your number though, your phone number. So.
Well, you just look it up in the yellow books.
I guess.
I don't know, is that how it works? You look up somebody's address, and I haven't used the yellow book in forever.
I guess if you do the internet, but if you're just looking it up in the yellow book, that would be hard. You'd have to do line by line by page.
Yeah, so it would technically work.
Technically? Yeah, but it would be torture. It would be torture. So, that was this week's Toon. Hopefully next week Raven will return and find out all the things that you did, the choices that were made. They were all very, very good choices.
I promise.
And we will resume maybe with this neighbor thing or what is with those signs. Either case, this Saturday again we have the spooky horror game. Saturday afternoons, join us for that. The times are below, and also our Discord is below if you would like to take part in these said shenanigans or shenanigans of a similar variety. Do join us. And we tried to keep it snappy because you like it best that way. And if it made you happy, then maybe we'll try again next Tuesday. Take care.
Ah.